Cool. All right, talking guys about lower core work. Most people come into our clinic and come into ELAB and they think that core is their six-pack muscles and their obliques, and so they tend to do a lot of bracing through their abs, and essentially that's going to cause compression and shearing of your spine and doesn't allow you to move nice and fluidly like an athlete. And so there's a deeper system in your body, which is an anti-gravity, a deep stabilizing system, which actually distracts your vertebrae and stabilizes your spine, while your bigger muscles, your global muscle system, your rectus abdominis and your obliques, are allowed to work more fluidly. And so instead of when you're contracting your core, squeezing and bracing, what you should be thinking of is drawing from the pelvic floor, which helps to activate the transverse abdominis. And so drawing up through the bottom, it's like you're trying to hold from both ends. Like you need to go to the toilet, you're trying to hold from both ends at once. And what you should feel is if you come to the front of the pelvis, putting your fingers onto these little bones, they're called your ASISs, sink in. If you then practice squeezing your old-fashioned core, squeezing, you'll feel your fingers bulge out. And then if you allow your fingers to gently squeeze in and then draw through your pelvic floor, you'll feel your tummy just gently hollow away from your fingers. You'll feel a firmness, but no bulging up into your fingers, because they're your obliques. We're going to try and keep them silent. So to learn that, what we generally do is go pelvic floor, no movement through the spine, and keep your pelvis still while you can breathe. You should be able to relax your breathing while you maintain neutral pelvis as you drop your knees out the side. They're called bent knee fallouts, but no bulging of your obliques. And then practicing leg lifts with no bulging into your fingers. So still that it's like trying to draw the pubic bone or trying to draw a very low belt buckle inwards and upwards. Again, always feeling like you'd be holding yourself from going to the loo, not pushing anything out. Then coming up. Now this is hard. When you bring two legs in the air, you're going to have to use your obliques and your rectus abdominis. Okay, so you're allowed to, so you come up, draw both legs up, and now I want you to think about trying to turn down your bigger core muscles, soften them, and draw inwards and upwards your deeper core muscles. It's like you're trying to grow long from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Now you're in this position, feeling like you're hollowing away from your fingertips. Now you can start your leg points. And the difference being is that you can now feel your lower tummy doing all the work, and you're not getting any of this arching through your back, and you're not over recruiting through these abs. You know the look when you get those really strong six-pack muscles at the top and you got this pouchy thing down at the bottom? And that's because you can't activate the tone of your lower abs. Of course there is obviously sometimes the fat is a positive there as well, but it's often because abs aren't activating well enough. And so then you can start your leg points. Then when you come up and then you get to practice your sit-up position, most people sit up like this and they use the muscles of their neck and they use the muscles of their abs. So practice doing that yourself and feel what you feel when you do that. Now what we'd like you to do is now, instead of feeling like you're pulling down from the ribs, I want you to feel like you're pulling up from the bottom of the pelvis. Same muscles. So now it feels like you're lengthening your head to the other wall, your lower tummy's drawn in, your belly button's drawing towards your spine, and now you're not overactive through your upper abs. So now you've got some functional control of your lower back, your L3-4, L4-5, they're all supported around your pelvis. And now we can start our leg points, thinking of our lower tummy doing the work. And then you can add your bicycles, but it's a much more fluid, controlled movement than using your upper abs, which are going to give you no support for your lower back, and they're not going to allow you to move like an athlete. Okay, so the lesson is lower tummy, draw away from your fingers, get that control first, okay? Then add sit-ups using those muscles. You might not go quite as high, but we're not crunching through our upper abs and giving ourselves this with none of this.